Upsell to party hosting. What does that cost? We're going to talk about that today. Hi there, I'm Angela Brown, and this is Ask a House Cleaner. This is a show where you get to ask a house cleaning question, and I get to help you find an answer. Now, today's show is brought to us by housecleaning360.com. And did you know that housecleaning360.com connects house cleaners and professional organizers and pest control services and painters and people that service the home with the homeowner? And did you know that you can find people who host parties and people who will help you decorate for the parties and people who will help bartend your parties on housecleaning360.com? So check it out. It's an amazing resource for you as a homeowner to find somebody to come help you. And if you are a house cleaner or you have any of these other home-based businesses, this is a great place for you to list your business. All right, on to today's show, which comes from a house cleaner who is going to upsell her service to party hosting. Here's her question.
Hi, Angela. My question is, I have clients I've been cleaning for on a regular basis, and they have asked me if I would be willing to host a Passover party for them, and they want to know how much I would charge for hosting services. Since this is something outside my typical scope of services, I'm not sure how to go about charging for hosting, so any advice would be helpful and appreciated. Thank you.
All right, I love the fact that you're going to upsell your services to party hosting and that you're going to help these people with a Passover party. Now, what to charge is really going to come down to what is your time worth and what have you agreed to do for this particular family. Now, I'm guessing the reason that they're hiring you is because they already know, like, and trust you, and they expect that you will be an extension of their family when you are representing their Passover party. So what to charge, it's entirely up to you. You could go with your same cleaning rates, or you could decide that you're going to charge a flat fee for the entire evening. And then you have to determine and agree with the family, just like you're doing a walkthrough, what are the terms and agreements of the event? Will you be serving drinks? Will you be serving food? Will you be checking the restrooms to make sure that there's toilet paper that is stocked and that if there's any stuff or debris that's left around the bathroom that you're going to tidy that up during the party? Are you going to be bringing gifts in? Are you going to be making a note of who brought the gifts in so that there's a list for thank you notes later on? Are there any cleanup tasks that you have agreed to do? Are you going to be being a busboy and taking dishes and cups and glasses off the tables or off the counters or wherever the food is going to be served? Are you going to be cleaning up when everybody goes home and putting food away and cleaning out the refrigerator to make sure that there's room for the extra party hors d'oeuvres or what have you that were left? Will you be giving people a ride home if they're too intoxicated to get in their own vehicle and drive home when the party is over? These are all add-ons that you can add on to your party hosting as part of an upsell. So it really determines what are the agreements of your arrangement and how much are you going to charge. Because every little thing that you add, and you can just make a running tally and say, I will do all of these things for this amount of price. So instead of standing there at the door and just welcoming people like, oh, hi, may I take your coat? Suddenly you have provided an invaluable service that is worth so much more money. And the higher you raise your tab, just like you do at a restaurant, the higher the tip if they give you a tip at the end of the evening. So you want to make sure that you know what it is that's expected of you. You want to make sure that they know what is expected of you. And you want to agree on a price before the party begins. And then also ask them, what would you like me to wear at this party? Not specifics, but do you want me to wear casual clothing? Do you want me to be in party clothing? What is the appropriate attire for your party? And you may need to go out and buy a new dress for that. If that's the case, you need to factor that into the price for their party. The next thing that you need to factor in is, how are they going to pay you? Is this going to be on a credit card? Are they going to pay you the next time that you come to clean their house? Will they be giving you money at the end of the evening in the form of cash or a check? So you need to make sure that all of those details are worked out, because believe it or not, this is another job. This is another job with all of the same boundaries, all of the same rules, and all of the same regulations that come with your house cleaning business. So just because it's a little bit different and it sounds like it's a lot of fun, doesn't mean that the rules don't apply. They all still apply. So what you charge, I have no idea. I have done parties myself in the past, and it was a flat fee for the evening, and I did make up a whole list of things that looked like, oh my goodness, you can't have your party without me because look at all the things I'm going to do. And then here's what happens. The next time they have a party, they think in the back of their minds, they can't have a party without you either. And so then they got to call you back for next year's party and the year after party and every annual party that they have. They think they got to have you because you provide all this value. All right, so that's my 2 cents for today. Good luck. It sounds like so much fun. And I love the fact that you're upselling an existing service that you have. All right, take care, and until we meet again, leave the world a cleaner place than when you found it.